Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to go and take a look at something weird which has been discovered that a lot of people maybe should have noticed earlier. It took us all a bit of a while, but I think we've noticed it now. It's all to do with this Costco repack of mini tins. The Pokémon Paldean Fates 5-pack mini tins plus 4 promo cards. And here's one of those things, right? We look at it and we're like, oh yeah, promo cards. Because it's seriously that same Pikachu from Paldean Evolved again, which is honestly weird at this point how many times that card's been released. And then, Fido, Graveyard, Maschiff, fine, standard. Fairly uninspiring cards that get printed as a little holo, except not really promos there. I mean, it's regular reverse holos. Plus a set of 5 Paldean Fates mini tins. Like, we get it at this point. And look, it's still $40 for 5 mini tins, which retail at like $10 around that each. So it's actually a decent price, but it's one of those where you're not getting anything particularly fun or special or exciting. You're getting a decent deal on products that have been packaged together. They take a bunch of stuff, generally stuff that hasn't been selling as well as the company that made it may like. So you whack it together in a new package, resell it, and like here, clearly there's lots of Paldean Fates mini tins lying around. Too many have been made or something along those lines. There is stock that needs to be got rid of. So what you do here is you package up these mini tins. You put 5 different designs of mini tins into here. You put a couple of shiny cards in front of it because I don't know why not. Now, I do know, it just makes it look better when you're walking around the store. You see it with the shiny cards. They grab your attention. Kids want the shiny cards. It's fine. And then you pick this up and it's all well and good. And most of the time, like, I see this coming around, and when I'm making a video, I might pop this in and be like, hey, if you're around Costco, go and check this out because it's a decent price for this. And it is. It is a decent price for it. Well, here's the thing that I didn't realize until it was brought to my attention this morning. And I need to give a massive shout out to Pokecard X, who's pointed out and if you have a look at these images taken from eBay, you'll see it. These cards aren't right. These cards are misprinted. Take the Graveyard for a minute. Have a good look at this Graveyard. Something is wrong with this Graveyard. You seen it yet? It's a psychic type, and it's got the psychic colouring on the card, and it's got the water reverse holo pattern. That is the pattern you would see on a reverse holo water Pokemon, not a reverse holo psychic Pokemon. They've gone and got the foiling wrong on it. Now, from everything we can see here, and this is not confirmed or guaranteed or 100% or whatever, but from everything we can see, it appears that this is a standard thing. This isn't just the odd one or two of these have been misprinted. It seems to be that this is the whole print run. Now, the Rev Holo, the regular one, is available as an image on the screen, again, just taken from eBay here. If you pick this up in a pack, then yeah, you will find yourself with the reverse holo. And it's a proper one with all of the psychic type and all of that. It looks exactly like we would expect it to look. It looks right. If you pick up the one from Costco, you are going to find that it does not look like we're expecting. It's got the water, and it's like the full-on water pattern. Like, it's got the water symbols on the left-hand side, but towards the right, you can notice that the circle with the water type symbol in and all the water types around it, whereas it should be a psychic type surrounded by psychic type symbols. So this is just the wrong reverse holo pattern. And it's one of those things where it seems like a really weird misprint, in a way it is. But does it also not seem like something which is incredibly just really easy to do? Like, you just accidentally click the wrong button and it prints with a wrong Rev Holo pattern. Like, that seems kind of standard. Have a look at this Maschiff. Now, the Maschiff is even weirder because, again, if we put this, side by side with the regular Maschiff, you can see that this one is kind of all over the place. Because this is a darkness type Pokemon, right? And you look at it initially, and you can see it's got the darkness type symbol sitting on it like it should do. The problem is that's not the only symbols that it's actually got on there. It's also got lightning symbols all mixed around in it as well, and that's not right. This one actually has been printed with the Darkness Reverse Holo pattern. It's just also been printed with the Lightning Reverse Holo pattern. You know, you can see down in the bottom left-hand corner here that we've got the Darkness and Lightning symbols overlaid on each other. If we look at the wheel on the right-hand side there, you can see that it does have the Darkness Energy symbol in the middle of the wheel, but it also has the Lightning Energy symbol in the middle of the wheel. And this, to me, is truly bizarre. Again, it's very understandable how this could happen. It's a classic case of they clicked the button for, to print it with a Darkness Reverse Holo pattern, but they also clicked the button to print it with a Lightning Reverse Holo pattern, and then you end up with both of them overlaid on top of each other, and this is just absolutely bizarre. And the funny thing is, this has now turned this product from a pretty much an afterthought to something which might actually be kind of bordering on essential, at least for collectors. You don't need this. Cannot stress that enough. This is not something that you absolutely need and have to pick up or any of that garbage. But it is actually incredibly cool. And it's weird. And it is an error, and it is a known error, and it strikes me as the kind of thing where, like, in 10 years, you're going to have people going, hey, did you know that there was a Graveyard printed with the Water Reverse Holo pattern in a random Costco repack back in 2024? That's, like, the level we're kind of getting at here. And I don't know, I kind of know how this happened, but did nobody notice this? Did it get noticed? But they were like, no one's going to care, mate. Just pop it out there. It's strange to me. But, Paldean Fates has been a set that overall people are fine with, but it's not exactly been the biggest set in the world. And certainly these Paldean Fates tins repacks have been fine, but they're not going to be the most popular ones out there. And now all of a sudden they've gone and given us this misprint and turn them into what I think at least are going to end up being really quite sought after products. And I think that's wonderful. I know at the moment everyone is searching around for the 151 in Costco, because they do have 151 repacks around at the moment. Not every Costco has these. Not everyone is being able to find them. And certainly, we've talked about 151 recently and how it's just been selling out and becoming really hard to find. So, shout out to Tabletop Village for this image, I should say. And not everyone has been able to actually grab this. And like I said, they're selling out pretty quickly. But some people are getting lucky. Other people are just, raiding that Costco for every single one they can get, which makes me very sad. I've been searching around Twitter looking, and it's not all good news. But some people are able to find them. Some people aren't able to find them. But now, and don't get me wrong, it's still the 151 that people want the most. I'm not pretending it isn't. But I am telling you that there is an argument here that maybe, just maybe, if you see them sat side by side like you can see in this picture from Pokemon Restocks, maybe it is worth getting one of the Paldean Fates ones as well. These are weird misprints. They are going to end up being valuable and sought after by collectors. When I say valuable, I'm not saying they're going to be super expensive or anything like that. I'm saying collectors are going to want them because they're weird and different. And I think this is rather cool. But I've told you about all of this now, so now it's over to you guys. Have you spotted these in Costco? Have you been lucky trying to search out 151? Have you noticed this issue coming down with the reprints? Is anybody watching this video now and suddenly gone, hang on a second, and now you're rushing to see the one that you bought the other day and only just noticing now that it is a reprint? What do you think about these? Are you now going to be trying to pick them up? Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Kiridum, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.